Love Panky presents. 22 must-know relationship tips and love advice for women. Are you having a hard time in love? Do you find yourself getting frustrated by your man to no end? Or do you worry your man isn't into you the way he once was? It's funny, isn't it? We all want perfect romance, and yet, somehow, things don't always work out that way. They can start perfectly, just like in fairy tales, but eventually, things just start to change. And that perfect romance you once found just vanishes into thin air right before your eyes. The good news is, in most cases, it isn't too late to fix things. The best relationship tips and love advice for women. If you're looking for relationship advice for women, just keep these tips in mind, and your relationship can be what you always hoped for. Most people who want a relationship aren't prepared for what it entails. But with these tips, your relationship will prosper, and your love life will thank you for it. Whether you're loved up or single and looking for love, prepare to be enlightened. 1. Focus on yourself. Your relationship is a priority for you, as it should be. But your relationship should not be your only priority. One of the best relationship tips for women is to keep yourself as a priority. Focus on your dreams, your goals, and your interests. Your relationship is not the number one thing in your life. You are. 2. Keep it light and playful. Playfulness is the one thing that holds a happy relationship together, more than anything else. Just because you're past your childhood, doesn't mean you should act grown up all the time. Tickle, joke, and tease your man. These gestures are small, but make a big difference. 3. Compliment and appreciate him. When you are in a relationship for a while, you can get used to each other. All the things you used to find cute can become normal or even annoying. Letting this go on can really dull a relationship. When he does something sweet for you, compliment him. Praise him for completing a work project. Let him know he looks nice in a certain color. Small compliments like this remind your man that you still appreciate and notice him. Number 4. Don't play mind games. Men can't read minds. Mind games just annoy or push guys further away. Instead, ask him questions, reveal how you feel, and stop expecting a guy to read your mind all the time. If you want a good relationship, quit the games and talk instead. You may be annoyed, but you have to speak up when you're upset or need something. You can't expect him to know what you want without telling him about it. 5. Take your space. Guys need their space, even if he doesn't ask for it. And so do you. Women rarely ask for space, but you need it too. You can't spend all your time together. You have other people in your life that need your focus, and you need time to focus on yourself. Always make sure you aren't letting your relationship take over your life. 6. Get along with his friends. Men easily influence each other. If his friends like you, and think you both are a good match, he'll be even more into you. Getting along with the important people in his life relaxes him, and gives him even more reason to be happy with you. 7. Never use the silent treatment. This piece of dating advice for women is something you must learn and use. Ignoring your boyfriend when he hurts you may seem like the best way to teach him a lesson. But truth be told, the silent treatment won't make anything better. It will leave you upset and leave him confused. 8. Listen. There is this well-known myth that men are bad listeners, but men aren't the only ones. Women love to talk, so listening can often take a back seat. Listening to what he has to say, whether it is in the middle of an argument or not, will calm him down and let you really understand his side. 9. Accept him for who he is. Your boyfriend may be amazing, but you just wish he would dress better or be a little more of an adult when you're with friends. But you can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed. Plus, if the way he dresses or his childlike humor are the biggest issues, maybe you should let them go. You can help your man understand where you are coming from. But if he is happy with how he is, and it isn't really impacting you and your happiness, accept him for who he is, weird sneakers and all. 10. Be sensitive. Don't constantly remind him of his past failures. Sure, you may want to urge him to try harder at work, or work on himself, but using negativity to do that is not the right way. Men are very sensitive when it comes to their past mistakes. Instead of playing on his failures, encourage him by ensuring he knows you believe in him. 11. You are a team. Arguing with your partner does not mean you're against each other. In fact, you are both working towards the same goal. You both want to be happy together. You're a team. So, during every disagreement, remember that you both have the same end goal. 12. Don't force fights. When a relationship becomes dull, it can feel like picking fights is a great way to reignite the spark or passion. Sometimes, you may just have the urge to get out some stress or anger you have. And who is the closest to you? Your partner. Instead of forcing fights, talk about your frustrations. Release your stress through healthier means, like exercise or therapy. Forcing fights with your man only ignites resentment. 13. Trust him. A relationship will not work out without trust. We all experience jealousy from time to time, but not trusting your partner will only push you apart. Work on trust. If it doesn't come easily to you, take time and talk about it, even see a couples counselor for some unbiased help. Without trust, the relationship will crumble. 14. Relax a bit. You're in a relationship, and that's great. Now let it be. You always want to put in effort, but don't overdo it. Texting your partner all day, always being in contact, and just being overbearing is not a sign of a good relationship. In fact, this behavior shows distrust, low self-esteem, and neediness. As far as relationship tips for women are concerned, this is one you'll thank us for. 15. Keep up with each other. Make sure you aren't just dating in passing. You aren't together just for sex or companionship. You should be up to date on each other's lives, at least in some way. You should know what's going on with his family and work, and vice versa. Make sure you are making time to really know what your partner is going through to offer support. 16. You need respect. You both need respect. You need to treat him with respect, and he should do the same with you. When you lack respect in a relationship, it can destroy trust, love, and confidence. Respect needs to be present in everything from discussions to fights and more in a happy romance. 17. Be appreciative. Never take things for granted in a relationship. When your partner does something nice for you, be sure they know you are grateful. Simply saying thank you can make a huge difference in the happiness of your relationship. 18. Face your own issues. A relationship consists of two different people. You are not merged because you are now in a relationship. You have to continue focusing on your personal issues on your own. Of course, you should be supported by your partner. But if you are struggling with self-esteem, anxiety, or depression, your relationship cannot fix these things. You need to work on these things, maybe with a therapist, but they shouldn't be an extra hurdle for your relationship. Nor should you expect your partner to fix your whole life for you. 19. Give him some control. Don't be afraid to let a guy take care of you, now and then. For a guy, nothing makes him feel more like a man than when he believes he's taking care of you. When you're with a guy, and you want him to fall for you, and feel protective towards you, you need to let him take care of you. Don't be so guarded that he feels useless around you. 20. Don't compare. This is one of the relationship tips for women you should never ignore. Stop constantly comparing him with every other attractive man you come across on the street, or asking him to become someone else. Don't go looking for your ex's qualities in your present lover. If you constantly try to look for similarities and ways to fix your man, you'll end up finding someone who's exactly like your ex-partner, and that may not really work in your favor. Instead, look for qualities you'd like to see in an ideal boyfriend. 21. Weed out the negatives. What makes you feel unconfident or insecure? Don't hide yourself because you feel you aren't good enough for the world. Being beautiful is nothing but a state of mind. Love yourself, and every time you find a perceived flaw in yourself, improve yourself. Hiding from the world won't fix or change anything. Facing the world, on the other hand, will give you the motivation to be the best you can be. 22. Don't ignore red flags. It's very easy to ignore red flags early in a relationship because you really want it to work out. But don't do it. If you see red flags in your man, pay attention to them. They won't go away, and they'll only get worse. And before you know it, you'll be stuck in a toxic relationship. Sometimes, the most important relationship tips are the simplest. All you need to do is see your lover as another person who wants the same things as you, and wants to be by your side, through their journey of life. Now that you know the most important relationship tips for women, they may seem like insignificant things. But they play the biggest part in a healthy love life, relationship, and your overall happiness too. What would you want in a relationship? What do you expect from your partner to be happy in the relationship? Be that person to your partner. And soon enough, your partner will learn to be the same for you. Thanks for watching, and good luck!